Hi, my name is Mike Studer, physical therapist and self-admitted neuro nerd. I've been a neurologic and geriatric physical therapist for going on 33 years now. And in my time as a clinician, it's become my life's passion to really develop the arena of physical therapy that we know as dual tasking, and all things cognitive have been important to me since I graduated in 1991. And I want to make certain that you can create and explain an intuitive program for dual tasking and cognitive rehabilitation to your patients, to your colleagues, to yourself, so that you can create something that you can own, that helps you confirm that you are being comprehensive in the delivery of your dual tasking and your cognitive rehabilitation, which is so imperative in our efforts to return back to sport after concussion, prevent a fall, prevent the next fall, recover after stroke, endure and function and process within a busy environment with Parkinson's disease, and so much more. So let's get to it. 4 cognitive operations: hold, process, recall, and generate. The first one that I want to take you through here is hold. In hold, let's take a look at all of the different attributes throughout the lifespan that compel us to take information that's novel to us and hold on to it short-term, working memory, so that we can repurpose it at a later time. This is something that we utilize throughout the lifespan, and here are a few examples. A new employee's name. How was your day at school today? And being able to recall what your granddaughter told you later on that afternoon. Hey, Steve, I want you to get in there and run these next 3 plays and explain them to your teammates in the huddle. So you got to hold on to that information. A grocery list and a sequence to a recipe. That may be you looked at the back of the box, you go over and you conduct the next 3 steps. You're holding on to information and you are being able to utilize it for and repurpose it in a very brief period of time later. Let's move to process. Process may be some problem solving, some calculations, a route to a familiar place, but you have to change your route because of road construction. You have to look at the defense that's out in front of you and re-strategize and plan what play you're going to run for offense. It's decision-making on the golf course for the conditions that you're dealing with and what shot you should be using and what club you should be using and where you should try to land your ball. It's what to say and what not to say in conversation that's appropriate in the context and who you're speaking to. And it's go, no go decisions within daily movement, where to move, what to pick up, how to bend over, should I step over or step around? That's process. The third step, which also should be very intuitive for you, would be recall. And recall is taking information that you've known and held on to for some period of time. It's not brand new, not like hold. It's information that you've got and you can consolidate. It is facts that you can hold on to and you can repurpose them now for this current environment. It's an appointment that you made 3 weeks ago and remembering what you need to say to your doctor. It's meal preferences for your daughter-in-law that's coming over. It's a recipe that's an old recipe that you need to recall how you did it, the steps, the process, and the ingredients. It's someone's phone number that you used to have and held on to but haven't dialed for some time. It's the name of an old friend that you hadn't seen or the name of their dog, and you've got to recall it, and it's been a while since you had to utilize that information, and it's events and episodes in our lives. So far, these should be very intuitive, and you can see how they're represented in our daily lives. Hold, process, and recall. Well, let's get to a little bit of a dilemma. Generate. As we are employed or as we're in education and as we're raising children, generate is all about us and it's all around. It is obligatory. It's category naming things that you do with your patients in the clinic. List all the states that start with M. Can you, and you're trying to generate a list and all the states that start with O, and capitals and cities and rivers and lists, sports teams, etc. So it, yes, combines recall a little bit, but you're generating something in a very inductive manner. It's creating a brand new route, not because there's construction and problem solving. It's figuring out how you're going to get to some place for the first time. It's generating your route. It's anew. It's an exercise plan. What am I going to work on today? What's my plan? It's a new use for an implement, a tool. What are the 6 different ways that I can use a plastic fork? That's generate. Again, it's inductive and it's very constructive. It's creating a brand new tool, creating a brand new song, lyrics, writing a poem, or writing a speech. As I've gone through generate, you can see how prevalent it is throughout our lives. But I want to take just a moment for you to consider how prevalent and present is generate in the lives of someone who's living in an assisted living facility, who's aging in place where the decisions of what to eat are already made for the individual. There is no where to go, to drive, to be able to decide what my social event is going to be tonight. There's very limited decision-making from a generation standpoint. There is recall, there is hold, there is process, but we lose the capacity to do anything that we are not familiarly and regularly engaging in. And so that's why I want to tell you today that we're looking for ways to be able to keep that thriving capacity to generate knowledge, to use the cognitive faculties and executive skills that are necessary to be able to generate. We want to keep those viable and present for the older individual that doesn't have those generate needs and tendencies in their daily life's routine. How do we do that? And I want to pridefully tell you that I'm working with SmartFit to be able to create an intuitive program that's comprehensive in dual tasking, in single tasking, in primary cognitive and executive skills, but also combined with physical and motoric skills, so that the individuals that you get a chance to work with, recovering from concussion, stroke, dealing with Parkinson's disease and multiple sclerosis, the individuals that are at high risk for falls, but also those with mild cognitive impairment, have a comprehensive battery and a comprehensive program that you've been able to build because you can intuitively and very common sensibly see, hold, process, recall, and generate. They make sense to you. They're easy for you to explain to other people. And let's create a program together where we can make certain that our efforts to rehabilitate and prehabilitate and offer wellness for the persons that we get to work with are really involving all of the faculties, and we're not letting anything fall to learn non-use. If you want to contact me for more information about this, my email address is here. If you want to look at what we're doing with SmartFit, their website is here, and we've got some very exciting things coming up in 2023. And depending on when you're listening to this, you may already be in 2023, but I want to let you know that some programming that is going to be unique and novel to the industry that represent all 4 of these categories is something you can look forward to as a SmartFit user now, or as someone who's considering SmartFit for your rehabilitation program. Thanks very much.